May bagong patch na naman! What's up guys, Babye the one for an eye here and welcome sa video of the review ng patch 2.2a for League of Legends Wild Rift. Simulan na natin. Una muna ay ang pinakabagong champion for Wild Rift, which is si Rammus mula sa Shurima. Maraming question about sa origins actually ni Rammus, whether he is actually a god or just a simple pagong or armadillo na na-infuse ng powers. Pero sa League of Legends, he is a mobile tank and is really good at ganking lanes and at the same time pushing turrets din. I'm very sure people will be very excited into playing Rammus, lalo na yung patch ngayon ay favored ang mga tanks. Sunod dyan ay ang mga bagong Stargazer skin line. Again, this is a first to Wild Rift na skin line. Hindi siya exclusive sa Wild Rift, pero nauna siya sa Wild Rift, no? Included dito si Camille, Twisted Fate, Soraka, and from the looks of it, no, itong Stargazer skin line ay kalaban yung Dark Cosmic na skin line. This also includes new summoner icons, recall emotes, and bubbles. Again, guys, abangan ninyo kapag lumabas na to kasi I'm sure these skins will be lit, no? Remember also that the 120 FPS support ay dinagdag na rin para sa mas maraming device. From my end, nakita ko siya sa aking ROG 3. 120 FPS, sobrang ganda. Now, for the champion changes. Ito mainit to. Una muna yung mga buff. Unang binuff dito would be of Pantheon. Pantheon now deals higher damage and scaling. He also has higher early game damage and ratio sa kanyang first skill. Maganda yung buffs, no? And maybe we can see Pantheon shine in the competitive since kahit di na siya ganon, no? Hindi na ganon kahaba yung mga laban natin. Yung early game, importante sa Wild Rift. At dun sa aspect na yun, binuff si Pantheon. So, sa tingin ko yung update, yung dagdag damage sa kanyang first skill, mukhang okay yung lethality build sa kanya. Kaso, ang kit kasi ni Pantheon more on iba-iba diba? Meron siyang protection, meron siyang gap closer, meron siyang poke, meron siyang dueling capacity, and this kind of champion which is a very wide kit, can be built in so many ways. Another one would be a buff towards Leona. Leona's Shield of Daybreak has reduced cooldown, no? Ngayon, it's 5 seconds at all ranks. Tapos, ito yung interesting part. Yung kanyang Zenith Blade, yung kanyang mini dash, no, has a reduced cooldown. Now, it is gonna be the max level at 6 seconds na lamang instead of 10 seconds. 4 seconds yung nawala sa late game. Imagine that. Now, if you got 6 seconds on the Zenith Blade, tapos lagyan mo pa ng ability haste, you have around 3 to 4 seconds para sa yung Zenith Blade. So, imagine on a team fight, pwede kang makadash at least twice, no, in a team fight. Pwede pang 3 beses. And that's a very dangerous if you are fighting against a Leona. Sunod naman would be of the Diana buff. Now, Diana gets more health. She also has a shorter cooldown sa kanyang Crescent Strike and Pale Cascade. So, imagine that, no? Now, ang cool part dito, mas consistent yung attack speed niya. Kasi yung attack speed niya mula sa kanyang third skill, Lunar Rush, inilagay na sa kanyang passive. She gets it every time she casts a spell, no? At walang CD limit, walang cooldown, ha? Yung attack speed bonus na yon every time she casts a spell. So, every time na may bago kang spell, boom, kuha mo kaagad yung bonus attack speed for the next 3 attacks. And that's crazy kasi it goes well with the CD reduced na first skill and of course yung Pale Cascade niya rin, no? So, imagine that. Also, she has more damage din sa kanyang ult. From the looks of it, mukhang magiging okay ang jungle Shyvana because attack speed is a good jungling stat. Sunod naman would be of the Blitzcrank buff, no? Ito, interesting na buff to. Ewan ko kung beneficial talaga ito kay Blitzcrank. Rocket Grab now has a higher damage, no? And the way I see it, maganda siya. Mas mataas yung damage yung Rocket Grab mo. It's like an early game buff. You would take that kind of buff if Blitzcrank player ka any time of the day. Pero that depends kung tumatama yung Rocket Grab mo. Pero ito magandang buff, no? Mula sa 1.5 seconds, yung slow ng overdrive, binawasan, no? Magiging 1 second na lamang. So, nabawasan ng 0.5. That's 1/3 of the slow duration after overdrive. Malaking bagay yun para kay Blitzcrank kasi yung talagang familiar sa Blitzcrank loves the overdrive skill. Tapos i-combo mo with your knock-up, saka mo lang ginagamit yung hook mo once they actually burn their flash, no? So, mas consistent yung ganong klaseng combo and you would want that. Isama mo pa yung mastery that removes or reduces the slow from that overdrive. Sunod would be a buff towards Tristana. Now, a lot of late game damage has been added towards Tristana. She now has higher damage scaling at mas mababa ang cooldown ng kanyang explosive charge. So, imagine that, no? Remember that turrets in this patch has been buff pero hindi sa late game. Kaya I think maganda tong buff para kay Tristana might be enough to put her onto the higher tiers ng ating meta. Sana enough, no? Pero the way I see it, mukhang maganda naman. Especially ang taas nung scaling, ang taas nung dinagdag na damage sa kanya for the late game. Corki. Now, Corki, yung package arrival rate, dinagdagan ng halos kalahati. From 100 seconds, naging siyang 50 seconds. Ay, naging siyang 150 seconds, dinagdagan ng 50 seconds. Laking bagay nun, guys, no? Imagine, magsisimula yung package ni Corki at the 4-minute mark. kung makuha mo yung 4-minute mark na package, na burn mo doon, okay pa yon, no? Makaka-package ka sa first DR. But what about that Herald, no? Makukuha mo yung next package mo by 6 minutes and 30 seconds. That's way past the Herald timer. Tapos, yung susunod pang package mo should be around the 9-minute mark na. Lagpas na doon sa second DR. So, medyo awkward na yung timers nung package ni Corky for key objectives and key timers ng League of Legends Wild Rift. Although, big nerf. This is a very big nerf. Pero hindi ko alam kung enough pa ito para talaga pahinain si Corky. Kasi marami pang strong points si Corky sa kit niya. For example, yung passive niya that changes his 80 damage towards magic damage. And of course, yung overall damage ng kanyang phosphorus bomb, no? So, next would be the Alistar nerf. Alistar naman ay ni-nerf. Kinalahati yung damage ng kanyang headbutt sa Torre, no? Yeah, pwedeng i-headbutt ang turrets. Now, the crazy part here is that it's a good nerf. It's a good nerf. But I think it's really not enough. Kasi, madalas no guys, pag nagamit mo na yung yung headbutt mo, saka lang kayo makakapush ng Torre. By the time na nagpupush ka ng Torre bilang Alistar, naka-cooldown na yung headbutt mo. Kasi yung headbutt mo, ginagamit mo yun pang combo ng champions, no? So really, I'm not so sure if this is a good nerf. Pero at least, it reduces the pushing capacity of an Alistar and therefore reduces the loss kapag nadali kayo ng combo ni Alistar kasama ang kanyang duo. Sunod naman would be a nerf towards the Mundo. Ito ngayon, binutcher talaga, literal, the guy with the butcher's knife. This is Dr. Mundo, no? Mas mababa yung kanyang attack damage, mas mababa yung kanyang health, which is supposedly okay. Binawasan pa yung kanyang armor. Oh my god. Actually, saw one game wherein yung Mundo, nasa 101 armor lang, around the 12-minute mark. Imagine that. Tapos yung Wukong na naka-Guardian Angel lang, may 130. Yung iba, yung Malphite, naka 150 armor. Grabe tong nerf para kay Mundo. Trust me on this. Itong Masochism's duration na binabaan, hindi siya ganun kagrabing nerf. But you just have to make sure na pagcast mo ng Masochism, mas on point siya kasi hindi mo siya pwedeng i-cast ng mas maaga-aga kasi nga mas maikli na yung duration niya. Pero man, health plus armor nerf on Mundo, very very damn good. Now, next part would be of the Galio nerf. Galio nerf naman, he has lesser health, no? He also have his passive, yung Colossal Smash na mas mataas na yung cooldown and lower damage. Winds of War also has lower scaling. Yung kanyang Shield of Duran, mas mataas yung cooldown, additional 3 seconds, diba? At mas mababa din yung scaling damage nun. Justice Punch, halos lahat, has shorter range, no? Binawasan ng around 12% pagdating sa range niya. And again, these are very big nerfs, no? Kaparehas nung ginawa kay Pantheon around patch 2.2. And I'm expecting na bababa yung firepower talaga ni Galio dito. Be it mid lane Galio or even support Galio. Next would be Shyvana nerf. Isang nerf na hindi maintindihan ng maraming jungler players. Bakit ni-nerf pa si Shyvana? Malakas pala si Shyvana. So apparently, she's getting ignored a bit more ng mga junglers ngayon, no? Who have better capacity to invade or kaya labanan yung scuttler, no? On the 125 mark. Kaya nagtataka kami bakit talaga dinerf si Shyvana ngayon. Yung HP niya binawasan, yung Twin Bite niya has a higher CD by 1 second. Yung Flame Breath binawasan din yung damage. And yeah, doon sa description, that's a Dota 2 reference para kay Dragon Knight Davion, no? Mga curious, si Davion ay isang revered na Dragon Slayer, no? One day, he was tasked on killing a dragon only to find na yung dragon na yon matanda na at naghihingalo na. Deciding na bibigyan niya na lang ng honorable death yung dragon na yon, ang ginawa nung dragon kay Knight Davion, binigay nung dragon lahat ng powers niya kay Knight Davion, you know? Calling upon the powers of the dragon kung kailangan man yon ni Knight Davion. O, di ba? Lore ng Dota 2. We have the Vi nerf, yung armor niya binawasan. Sunod would be of the assault and battery cooldown na dinagdagan ng full 10 seconds. Yung pressure dito ng Vi, surely binawasan. Pero ang magandang bagay dito is that Vi players should think better on casting when yung kanyang assault and battery, yung kanyang ultimate, no? For the item changes, the Infinity Orb has been nerfed. Actually, mas ginawang mas mahal. So, this is, nerf in a way, no? It's 300 gold more expensive. Okay lang naman siyang nerf. Actually, I think justifiable siyang gold increase. Kasi I think it is really cheaper for its value, no? Kasi itong Infinity Orb, I think maganda siya both in the early and late game, no? Maganda yung base damage niya for the early game at yung effect niya naman maganda for the late game. So, it scales really well. Ang problema lang siguro talaga dito, kung nasanay ka sa Infinity Orb na first item, mahirap na siya i-rush bago mag 4-minute mark, which is the first Drake fight. Sunod naman would be the Sunfire Aegis nerf. The Sunfire Aegis has lower damage and I think it's totally okay, no? I think expected naman yung nerf na to. Tapos yung mga bagong numbers ng Sunfire Aegis, okay pa rin naman, tolerable pa rin naman, no? Tulad ng Infinity Orb, yung old Aegis, no, yung bago to ni nerf, maganda yung scaling niya both in the early and even in the late game. So, yeah. totally okay nerf, no? This would allow other tanks on choosing a different starting item for them. We also have the Glorious Enchant bug fix, no? Which is ako nadalo din. Yung Glorious Enchant, hindi pala yun 800 gold. Talaga 500 gold lang yung Glorious Enchant, no? And kung hindi mo sa pre-order, medyo malilito ka dito. Buti na lang naayos na. Again guys, 500 gold lang yung Glorious Enchant. And ngayon, sunod naman ay changes on the game systems. Turrets have very high defenses now, no? I-push by more than 2 champions before the 4-minute mark. That is the first Drake spawn, okay? Yung 4-minute mark. This is probably Riot solution, no? For 1-3-1, 1-2, bahala kayo kung anong tawag nyo doon, alright? But basically, all turrets before the 4-minute mark will be harder to push as a group. There is an explanation, no? Although the purpose of a 3-man mid is to mainly establish pressure sa jungle areas, it does put pressure on any lane na hindi nababantayan simply by grouping up, no? Not to mention, pwede mo naman actually i-hard push lang yung mga turrets by the 3-minute mark, eh. So, that's actually the time na available na rin yung level 5s nyo. Kaya naman nangyayari pa rin talaga yung grouping up. So, kaya ito in-apply rin siguro ni Riot. Ngayon, ang tanong dito, will this remove 1-3-1 on Wild Rift? Mataas yung chance, no? Mataas yung chance. Pero there's also that chance that teams will still pull off the 3-man roaming squad to establish not pressure on the lanes, but rather pressure on the jungle. But, yeah, malalaman natin, only time will tell. Siyempre, with the new patch cycle comes a new free-to-play champion rotation. So, be sure to check out these champions, lalo pa kung PvP player kayo, and do not hesitate on testing them out. Now, that is the conclusion para sa ating review ng patch 2.2a, no? Now, there's an irony on this patch, no? We have longer games. We have a very, very defined laning phase before the 4-minute mark, and I think that will escalate towards longer games. Pero, yun nga, ironically, some of the buffs and some updates are aimed towards the laning phase, towards the early game, no? So, yeah, I'm very, very curious how it will all pan out. I think time will only tell. Well, if there is one thing how you can win, I think win your laning phase. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Like if you like the video, subscribe to support the channel, and let me know in the comment sections what do you think about patch 2.2a. I'm Shibu the One for an eye, always saying na lahat kayong gamers, mabuhay!